On today's video, I'm going to analyze our rally reports in the most recent fight against JWM and speak about the real reason besides the commander pairings that's causing you to win or lose a trade. In my opinion, the choice of commanders is just 20% of the job. The choice of equipment about 70%. Equipment which we spoke about, by the way, in the previous videos, remember to check them out. And the last 10% is always neglected. That 10% which we are going to speak about makes a world of difference, and I will explain my point of view by showing and analyzing the reports against JWM. Before, please consider supporting the channel by slapping a like on the video and subscribing. It's 100% free, and you can always change your mind later. Let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome back to Wick Gaming. So, I promised you that I will suggest you the best equipment for the top favorite Garrison combo, and I will deliver that, but make sure to watch this video until the end. What I want to begin with are the commander choices. You should pick your defense basing on the enemy rally. It's no surprise that Zenobia is the first choice for any garrison, except maybe the city garrison, but when you garrison a structure for a long period of time, then the secondary commander should preferably be YSS and not Theodora, for one important reason that I've explained in this video, card up on the top. But let's say that you picked your pairing according to the situation. For example, you used Zenobia and Wu Zetian against archers because Wu Zetian has skill damage reduction. You made also a wise equipment choice on the other side, trying to balance what your commanders need the most and not trying to have just the biggest numbers. So you may now think, let the garrison do the work.
Let the knife do the work.
Let's take a look at this report. Zlody rallying with his Guan Yu and Harold, and this JWM player defending with Zenobia. All the commanders are of course maxed. Here you can see that. And the equipment is a top level equipment on both sides, especially on Zlody's side. I showed it in my infantry video, check it out. But I tell you that this report could have gone incredibly wrong if this graphic on the top was looking differently. This rally averaged 2.5 million units inside, with some low peaks deriving from the fact that there were some players that were swarming the rally and debuffing it. Let's now go to this other report, where the graphic looks totally different. Miso has YSS secondary, but the statistics are pretty much the same. That's why among so many rally reports I picked this one, also because Zlody using the same commanders. Things went deeply differently here. You can see that we averaged probably 1.8 or 2 million troops during the rally time, and the difference of troop numbers between the team rallying and the team defending was considerable, and over time it caused us to lose the trade, as you can see from the numbers. But what do I want to say with that? Not the banality you are thinking, like, of course you should always keep the rally full, but the problem is that as you can keep the rally full, and you cannot always do that if you are contesting the field, the opposing side can keep the building full as well. And we know that the garrison has always the advantage, because you are close to the reinforcing side and therefore it's easier to fill the structure faster. And that's one part of my point. The other part of the point is that reinforcing with 400,000 unit marches is wrong. Maybe you're using a combo that on paper can positively win the trade by about 10%, but because of the sloppy reinforcements, you lose by 10%, which is mostly what happens to many good rallies against an average Zenobia. Is there a solution for that? Yes sir, there is. If you clear the field, why don't you bring 3 or 4 marches with 100,000 troops and reinforce one at a time? Let's say that 10 players, for example, bring 4 marches of 100,000 troops each, for a total of 4 million troops, instead of the same 10 players bringing one march of 400,000 troops each. You will be able to make a train of reinforcements that will never stop, because when you will be pulling out the third march and going in with the fourth, the first couple marches that you retreated will already be in place for reinforcing after refreshing. And this little detail makes a ton of difference. The graphic of the reinforcements make a ton of difference, and also how quickly and diligently your players are when reinforcing a rally. Of course, other things matter as well, such as making sure to retreat your march off the skill cycle and trying to avoid the AoE. For example, also entering in the right moment, but that's something for another video if you are interested. Let me know in the comment section down below. Speaking about the equipment, the best solution in my opinion for Zenobia is to stack up of course on defense and health, but more oriented on defense. So I will choose the Helm of the Eternal Empire, the Hopclock, the Gloves of the Eternal Empire, the Eternal Knight, the Shio's Return, and the Hammer of the Sun and Moon. A cheaper version of this equipment would include the Karyak's Humility instead of the Eternal Knight, and the Gatekeeper's Shield in place of the Hammer. I hope this video was helpful. If yes, consider subscribing and let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section down below. As always, I will see you on the next one. Ciao!